Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be unboxing and reviewing the LEGO City set number 60344 Chicken Henhouse. So starting off, we will be taking a look at the packaging itself. So here on the front, we do get a good shot of the set itself. Up here at this corner, we do have the iconic LEGO logo, and here we have the LEGO sub-theme LEGO City logo right there. Of course, over here, we do have the recommended age, the number, the name, and the number of parts used to build this set. Very nice. As far as background goes, it's a pretty neat farm background. Do see a barn, a house, and some decently done trees and shadows and pathways and stuff. Very neat. Very neat. Up here we do see this thing here that is pointing out the turning action that this sort of ATV, like four-wheeler sort of vehicle has, which we will get into, don't worry. But turning this over to the top, here we have LEGO City again. Of course, this being LEGO City, it does have this like LEGO built texture on the box, which does carry over to the top and the other sides as well. Up here we do get another shot at the included minifigure, as well as the chickens and eggs. And over here we do have an image that shows off the actual size of the minifigures on the top of the box. So here we do get a look at our included minifigure. Over on this side, not a whole lot to talk about. It's just warning and caution labels, just in different languages. Over here at the bottom, not much to talk about, just stuff that you typically put on the bottom of your packaging. And over here on this side is just more stuff in. It's just more stuff that you put on the sides of your box. Just words and things. Not a whole lot to talk about on this side either. But we do get to turn around, and here's a look at the package from the back. And here we do get another shot of the set itself. Pretty much the same backdrop art with some skyscrapers on the background. Yeah, they're on the front of the box as well. And over here we do have an image that shows off a feature that the set can do. And over here on this side we do have this tear open tab that a lot of LEGO boxes have nowadays. And with that, we can now get this box, with that out of the way. I think now is a great time to actually get this box open. So, here I'm going to be taking a traditional LEGO orange brick separator, and I'm just gonna push the end in here. Careful like that. And what I'm going to do is slide it towards each side. Then after that, I could just get this box open without utilizing this tab and damaging the box and stuff like that. This is something just like a really nice use for these brick separator things. So I honestly really do enjoy. But with that, we can now pull the contents out of this bag. There we go. Instructions things. Here's our baggies. Ooh. Wait a minute. Huh, this one seems to be attached. Huh. Not sure what that was about. So this bag seems to have... So, I'm not sure what happened in there. From the looks of it, I think some of like the glue and stuff that that's like used to hold the box together, I believe some of that leaked onto some of this bag, and as a result stuck this bag onto the inside of this box. That was kind of weird. But regardless, we now have our contents, the contents of this box opened up, and we can now set this off to the side. So, in this box, we do have our Lego instructions. Not too bad. Opening it on this side. Do have some interesting things here. Very neat. Good to see that. Good to see that kid again. Very nice. Here's the back of the instructions, and here we do get a parts list on the back here. Very nice. And yeah, that's about it for the instructions. So we can set those off to the side so I can use those later. There is a sort of lighter shade of green, like base plate here that is separately packaged in. That's like separately packaged in, like not in a plastic baggie or so. It's just like 6x6 base plate sort of piece. In this sort of bright green color. It's like not standard green. Here it is next to that. It's sort of a brighter shade of green that is like not as bright as your like lime green. But yeah, very neat. In terms of that, now very neat. And we can of course start opening our smallest bag with the least amount of parts. Let's get this baggie open. Boom. And in here are not a whole lot of things. So we do have a pretty neat hairpiece. We also have some fairly standard stuff. We have your minifigure helmets with a couple of visor of like helmet, like biker helmet visor pieces. Like, very simple stuff. We do also get a couple of these. I believe these are the axles for like the four-wheeler. So that's neat. Got a couple of these tiles. That's really neat. It's nice to get more parts in this sort of darker azure color. I do like that. And the gold one of these, that's neat. Well, a lot of this is just it's just your more standard stuff, but that's a-okay. Nice to get that stuff, regardless. Now, moving on to this baggie, and we can try. I'm probably not gonna get into everything, but I am going to definitely grab stuff that is interesting to me. But if you want to, here we have a nice look at the parts. Something that is catching my eye right now is like this sort of arrow piece in gold. That's cool. As two, like these sort of window door things in gold. That's really neat. Oh look, chickens. Oh look. Huh, these appear to be like the same chickens and eggs that I got from that Christmas advent calendar set. So that's neat. Now the gold parts in here are really cool. A lot of this is just more simple stuff. Ooh, cool to get these in gold. Very nice. Very nice. A lot of simple stuff in here, but that's really cool. And now let's open our large bag. The one that contains the larger pieces. Cool. So in here we do have our minifigure legs and torso. We do have, more parts. More larger pieces in this azure color. That's really neat. I find this to be a sort of satisfying color. Very nice. Oh, we got a couple of these pieces, which I assume is where you clip these axle pieces to. I guess it's like that. Okay, I believe it's like that. Yeah, so it allows you to turn the axle. Alright. We got a crate thing, that's cool. Got a set of these nice rubbery tires. But yeah, aside from that, not a whole lot. Really cool to get this piece in brown, I guess. Yeah, aside from that, a lot of more simple things. But there's still some like parts and stuff in here that I do find to be interesting. Very nice. Well, I guess right now we can go ahead and grab out the minifigure parts in here and set the rest of this aside so I can get that built later. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at this minifigure. So here's our minifigure, the box actually doesn't mention anything about what this character's name is. So okay. So we don't really have a name set for this character, at least not in this set. But regardless, she does look pretty neat. Pretty neat. Take a look at the torso prints. So the legs, they're just a set of legs. They're just your set of legs in this lime green color. They're not even printed in any or especially molded in any way. They're just your standard pants, but in lime green. Pretty neat. Up here we do have your standard. You do have a white minifigure torso with white arms and yellow hands. The printing on here does look pretty neat. It does carry over the lime green from the pants up to the torso. And here's a look at the printing from the back. Very neat. I do see a little bit of a white line here from like printing and stuff. But it's not. I will say it's not quite as noticeable from the back. like look at that. That actually like translate like the line is actually like really hard to notice from the back, which just makes the line here stand out a little bit more. But hey, it does look pretty good. It's a nice simpler design, but I do like it. And here we do get the minifigure head with the pretty neat hairpiece. We can of course remove that and get a good look at that face expression. Very neat. And she does also include an alternate face on the back of the head, minifigure head. So we can put that back on and get a good look at that one. This one's a more uncommon with her like taking a nap or something. Very neat. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, overall, this minifigure, like, not a bad, like, sort of farmer type of minifigure. As far as the farmer, like, type of minifigures go, this one ain't too bad. I think this one's pretty neat. So, what's next? Actually, do I take a look at the ATV, like, four-wheeler thing first, or the, like, Henhouse thing first? I guess I'll do the four-wheeler thing next. So, okay, so here we have the ATV four-wheeler vehicle all built up and ready to be reviewed. So taking a look at this four-wheeler, yeah, I honestly do like it. It does look very neat. I do kind of enjoy the color scheme. It does have this nice, like, dark azure color with some of this light green color as a sort of secondary accent color. Very nice. It does look pretty neat. The back does have some idea of, like, taillights. Yeah, it's pretty neat. We do get some brown pieces here to represent, like, seating and, like, extra bit of, like, cushion, I guess. And here we have the handlebars. We do have some more, like, details and stuff on the sides here, represented by these hinge pieces. Up here at the front, we do get these cool fender pieces with some molded in headlights. We also got this clear piece in the front. Gives it the extra pop of detail. Very neat. And we can, of course, and then we can of course, have our included minifigure, riding along in this four-wheeler. Very cool, very neat. And we can, of course, add on the helmet that's included in this set. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It's very neat. It does also include a crate, and the instructions do also tell you to attach the crate onto the back via these studs right here. So you can just attach the crate onto there like so. And as far as that goes, it does roll really well. But not only that, there's also a extra little feature that this four-wheeler can do, and that is the fact that you can like tilt the vehicle side to side, because like the axles are on this sort of not just sort of like articulated, assembly, which is very neat. It honestly does give me the vibes. It honestly does remind me of those sort of like Hot Wheels monster truck toys where you can like tilt them side to side and you could basically have them steer in whatever direction you lean them towards, which is pretty fun, admittedly. Pretty cool. I do appreciate that. Very, very fun. Very fun. Do think that is quite fun to play with. And with that, we can now get into the next part of our build, which is, of course, the meat and potatoes, the sort of main location of the set. That, of course, being the chicken coop itself, the hen house itself. And taking a look at this build, I do say it does look like a pretty neat. It does look like a pretty neat, like chicken coop, like a pretty neat, like hen house. Like, it's pretty good. Pretty good. It does have a nice, simple design to it, which does look pretty appealing. Does have a nice, like, red roof with a little bit of a yellow trim to it. It does have some extra gold, an extra pop of gold on the top here with this arrow, and to of course, the doors and these hinges. It honestly looks pretty neat. It even has like a little ramp for the chickens. And turning around here is a look at what the build looks like from the back. Very interesting. And in here we also do get a couple of chickens in here that are included. So we can go ahead and push open the doors and let our chickens out. Whoop, there we go. And here are our chickens. Yeah, very nice. And you can have them like go out and like hang out for a bit, and you can like put them back in. It's like a neat, like sort of a farm, like a farm themed Lego set. And that's neat. And over here we do, of course, have the rest of our build. Yeah, very neat. Apologies if I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, like the sort of like main location build. Like, there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's a simple and elegant like build, and it does look pretty good, I think. Though I do want to say, would like to mention, it has these like really nice like doors. You can like lock up, it has like these really nice doors, so you can lock up the chickens for the night. Only the fact that the chickens will not stay in this hen house because yeah, I get that they leave the backs and I get that they leave the backs open to have that more like dollhouse like play feature to this build, but still, it's still like super odd to me that they would. Still super odd that they. To me, it still feels like super odd that they would build that they would like make this build, that they would like build something that a build that contains animals, just for them to not be able to like actually contain animals. This is something that's kind of odd. I think. Though if anyone is actually like bothered with that, I guess like something that could be done is I can definitely see someone like taking 2 of the sets, building 2 of these hen houses, and then just using some of the parts in the sets to just combine the 2 like back to back to make it look like a more complete hen house. That's just something that came to mind. But yeah. There is also another feature in this set, and that is the fact that you can pull out this sort of tray from under the hen house. It's not held in. It just slides out. It's not even connected by any studs. But in them we do get a couple of eggs. Very nice. And what you can do with these eggs, you can just go ahead and like carefully dump those into the crates so the farmer lady can drive off. Obviously putting in the chickens. Obviously she would put in the chickens before she would leave, right? Right? Either she did close it and the chickens are escape artists, or maybe she left the door opens as she drives off with the eggs bouncing around in her like ATV, or she did close it and the chickens aren't really escape artists, but the chickens did somehow find out that that this hen house has no back wall or side walls for that matter. That's something I personally find kind of entertaining. So, overall thoughts for this set? I honestly think it's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat set. We do get a couple of small animals. We do have a minifigure. We do have a pretty simple yet pretty neat. We do have a pretty neat vehicle in this set. We also have a simple yet admittedly very eye-catching and quite and visually appealing hen house build, despite the sort of doll playhouse feature to it. And it does have a couple, and the set does have a couple of fun little gimmicks to it, which of course can make this set a little extra bit of fun for a nice little $10 set. Very nice, and well, yeah, very neat. Do you think it looks nice? And I honestly do think it would. And I honestly do think it would go pretty nicely with my Mr. Produce minifigure and my other chicken from the advent calendar. I think that does look pretty nice. Yeah, very, very neat. I honestly don't really plan on doing doing like having like a farm, having like a Lego farm like display or anything like that. But like this is like a pretty neat like Lego like farm themed set, which does have a little bit of like playability to it for those who find the farm life fun and entertaining, and those who like the extra little gimmicks that the set provides. Overall, do recommend it. It does. Oh yeah, and it does have some. It does have at least some nice pieces in here. I feel like that goes with almost all Lego sets, to be honest. And with that, I think that'll be it for this unboxing and review. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.